Alright guys, Wolves have just beaten Man United at Old Trafford by a goal to nil. And Wolves were brilliant. They were by far the better side on the day, and they played brilliantly. United just weren't at it at all today. Wolves started off the best and finished off the best, if we're being honest, and were the best pretty much all the way through. United didn't really look like troubling Wolves at many points in the game. I can't think of many saves that Jose Sarr had to make in goal for Wolves, except from the Bruno Fernandes free kick right at the end. The only other one I can think of is when Bruno Fernandes hit the bar just after he came on from a Matic cross. But other than that, I genuinely can't think of anything. Wolves were just brilliant. Their best player today was Daniel Podence on the left wing. He played really well, just creating lots, getting lots of shots off as well, always giving David De Gea problems. Him and Raul Jimenez linked up superbly. Yeah, they were just brilliant. Ruben Neves nearly scored an absolute screamer in the first half from I think it might have been a corner that just came out to him at the edge of the box, and he controlled it. He does this thing where he controls it by flicking the ball up in the air so it goes to about chest height, and then he volleys it. He doesn't try and he doesn't angle his body in any way. He just stands up straight and just volleys it as if you would just like a kid taking a goal kick. And it was going right into the top corner, but fair play to De Gea. He made a really good save to stop it going in. It was quite similar to one he scored against. I can't remember who it was against. It was the season Wolves were promoted from the Championship, and I've got a feeling it was Aston Villa or Derby, but I don't think it was either of them. But yeah, it was nearly a great goal from Neves. Yeah. But yeah, Wolves were definitely the better team in the first half. Moutinho and Neves just absolutely ran the midfield. Moutinho had a great game. He scored the winner in the second half. That was a great finish, well taken. Adama Traore clipped it into the box. Phil Jones headed it away. Moutinho controlled it and sort of rolled it into the bottom left corner with a volley. De Gea couldn't see it coming because there was too many bodies blocking his view. But yeah, it says a lot for United about their performance today, that their best performer was probably Phil Jones, and this was the first time he played a game in nearly 2 years. It's been something like 700 days since he's played for Man United. I think it's 2 years this month, actually. So yeah, that's not a good look for United. I think Nemanja Matic also had a good game as well. He created their best opportunity and also was quite solid defensively for the majority of the game. Luke Shaw wasn't bad either. But in attack, United just looked toothless, to be honest. Greenwood and Sancho offered very little. Ronaldo was very quiet throughout the game. Yeah, they just didn't offer much. I thought McTominay at times was just all over the place in midfield, not in a good way, just out of position so many times. He had a really good game last week against Burnley, but this week he just didn't look right. He's definitely a player that needs to improve on his consistency. Yeah, in the second half, Wolves started it well as they played in the first half, but after about 65 minutes, you could see that the Wolves players were getting a bit tired, and United, this was where their few chances in the game started to come. Bruno Fernandes hitting the bar was definitely their best opportunity. But Bruno, large credit to him, made a perfect substitution for how the game was going, bringing on Adama Traore for Francisco Trincao. yeah, that definitely needed to be made. It just gave United something to think about defensively. And ultimately, that substitution caused the goal to happen because it was from Traore that the cross was put in. Um, yeah, Traore has been linked recently with a move to Liverpool for 18 million. I'm not so sure that would be a good move. I think he's better off staying at Wolves because I think Wolves' system suits him a lot better because of the way that they play with Jimenez up front. Jimenez is a brilliant player. I think he's very good and at a very similar level to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who is at the moment being valued at like 60 million. Jimenez is just brilliant at holding the ball up. He's brilliant in the air. He's a perfect striker for how Wolves play and how Adama Traore plays. Whereas I think if Traore went to Liverpool, first of all, he's a right winger. Liverpool's right winger is probably their most secure position in the team in terms of Salah ain't going to get dropped for Traore. So I can't see why Traore would go to Liverpool. I think he's much better off staying at Wolves. Yeah, but he was brilliant when he came on. Gave Rafael Varane and Luke Shaw all sorts of problems for the final 20 minutes. What else? Rashford came on for Sancho, but again, when he came on, he failed to impress. He just like every pass he made seemed to be a bit off. There was one point where he could have played. I think who was it? It might have been for Bruno Fernandes on the right hand side. He could have played Bruno through and just overhit the ball about twice as much as he needed to. He looks so out of form at the moment, Rashford, for United. And at the moment, he really is, I think, a mile off the England starting 11 because there are so many players in attack for England who are playing so much better than him right now. In fact, if he continues like this, I personally don't see why he should get into the England squad. I like Rashford, but you can't pick. I don't believe in picking someone based on their history or what am I looking for? Can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you can't pick someone based on what they've done in the past. You've got to pick them off what they've done over the past couple of years. And Rashford, for 2 seasons now, I think, has not been at the top of his game. He was very good in Solskjaer's first 18 months in charge, but the past 18 months especially, I don't think he's been all that, to be honest. Greenwood as well. There's no point playing Greenwood on the right-hand side. You just got to play him down the middle with Ronaldo, I think, in the way that Ranić plays his team in the sort of 4-4-2. Because it's not a 4-2-2-2, is it? They're not 2 attacking midfielders. They play wide, don't they? Really, or if it is like it's not central. They're not central midfielders, are they? Yeah, Greenwood's not suited to that position. He needs to be up front with Ronaldo or Cavani. Yeah. But it was good to see Phil Jones back, and he performed a lot better than I thought he would. As I've already said, I think he was Man United's best player today. But yeah, Wolves did really well to get the win, and it was a brilliant result for them. First time they've won at Old Trafford in a while. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.